投げても打っても大谷翔平は異次元だ。1900年以来誰も達成していない大記録。しかしそんな完璧な男にも人間らしい瞬間がある。マウンドで投球が外れた瞬間、スピーカーが拾ったのはまさかの英語で伸ばせ FUC。 解説者たちは大笑いしながらこう言った。彼の喜怒哀楽を見るのが本当に楽しい。こんな男をどうやって嫌いになれるんだ。こんにちは。世界最強の二刀流が見せた可愛すぎるハプニングの物語。大谷翔平の英語の暴言はプニング。どう思った？コメントで教えて。チャンネル登録もよろしく。
I mean, game 3 was, just Shohei dominating, pitching and hitting. Wow. 89 pitches, 6 scoreless innings, allowed 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, lowers his ERA to his major league best, 0.74. And he's just unbelievable. Oh my gosh, that was the game that he was, wait, let me just look. Yeah, his command was a little crazy and he almost hit a couple players. And also in his warm-up, he threw the ball to like the backstop and it went towards like a group of photographers. So when he was around the strike zone, he was almost unhittable, but he did get a little crazy and the speakers kept picking up him cursing, and of course that was like news all around the baseball world.
How did I not see that? I want to hear him curse.
Oh, I'll send you a video. You can hear him say,
So what did he say?
F-U-C-K.
Oh, I want to hear that.
A lot.
I
just honestly, I say this a lot, but I could just watch Shohei the entire game and his facial expressions and enjoy it because he is so much fun to watch, and just his emotions and how intense he gets, especially when he's pitching. I love it.
Okay, on Wednesday's game, Freddie hit, yeah, that's his 5th one. Yeah, he hasn't had one since. Yeah.
But Shohei had 3 singles, reached base 5 times, scored 1. Max got a hit.
There's a fact about that. He reached base safely 5 times in a game. He pitched for the 2nd time in his career, and that hasn't happened since like the 1900s.
He's just breaking every record possible and is probably gonna reach his goal of winning the Cy Young this year.
I truly look up stats to see what records he's breaking because every game there's something new.
Like they're gonna start making things up.
He's making things up. He's like, first time a pitcher hit and slid into first.
Bump Kirsch on their way in or on their way to the plate. We had homers from Freddie, Max, Shohei, and Will Smith.
Wow. Freddie's been on a really good run.
I know. He is hot. And so is Show.
Okay. Is Show? He's good. Top 10 hitter, top 10 pitcher. I used to remember when people used to hate on Kobe, and I always used to be like, man, I wonder what that would be like to hate someone who's just so good. And then you have Show, who's like this two-way. There was a time when he wasn't really going to be doing both, but I think he's really found his groove. And I mean, like, are you kidding me? He pitches, he hits a home run, he gets runs, he's on his own run support.
It's unbelievable. It really is. And I know we were talking about this a lot with people at all the women's events. There's not a moment that I don't feel lucky to be watching him right now. And another layer on top of it for us to be having a Dodger podcast at this time with Shohei Ohtani, with all of our MVPs, with this run we're on. I mean, pinch me every freaking second.
I know.
I love our team so much.
Our team is so, I just, logistically and logically, I don't understand how anyone could hate against it. People are hating against us for losing or for winning for only by 1 run against the Angels. And they're like, oh, that star-studded, all that money in there. And it's just like, okay, 1 is a win is a win. 2, Do you know how many injuries we have right now? I think that's our biggest opponent is our own injuries. And this team is battling like the best record in baseball. We're not even just hanging on. Can you imagine when we're all healthy?
Oh, I know. We're gonna be insane. And Tommy's on his way back.
Hmm.
That's a positive update since we lost to
Yeah, I guess
Hale, and they're not gonna be back for a while.
Blake Snell recently began throwing a
Hmm.
throwing program for his elbow.
But he only had his surgery like 2 weeks ago, so I don't think he's gonna be back anytime soon. And I'm just gonna say, off of what you said about the haters, okay, how can you hate Shohei? That is a loser mentality. And I'm going to go back because I don't like calling people that. I know you do. Go back because I don't like calling people that. I know you do, and it's hilarious. But going back to Bryce Harper and his comment about that, saying like if you're hating on what the Dodgers are doing, that's a loser mentality, and you need to like flip that and look at your own team and get mad at your own team. And anyone that is hating and being behind a computer, and I'm going to mention the I'm not even going to call them Dodger fans because you are not a Dodger fan if you are sending messages to Tanner Scott's wife.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable and disgusting. And you need to look in the mirror at yourself and wonder
Mhm.
why you are doing those things because you're not a good person.
I mean, I wanted him to have a good outing so bad. Was it 2 nights ago? And
So he
they
had two not great outings.
yeah.
Obviously, he gave up that walk-off home run to Ketel Marte. And then
Mhm.
what was the other game that he gave up a couple runs? Guys,
Which
I mean, like it's baseball. It happens. We
no,
we
totally,
we
totally. But
can't prevent every run
genuinely,
all the time.
totally. And it's like I just, with everything happening with his family, I'm sure that was just a bigger, like, that's where I felt bad. Not so much for just the baseball world. It's like, get over it. He's going to probably do that a couple more times this season, to be completely honest. Um, but mostly for just a man who wants to protect his wife and his babies. And um, I'm sure that was just hard for him because it was just
Yeah.
something is out of his control. And now it's like the people he loves might get it again. And it's just like really sad. I just wished him so well. But
We heard
freaking,
it. I know. We heard it from Kelly when Max was not playing well last season and all the hate she was getting, and that
mhm.
Max wasn't going on social media um, to avoid stuff like that, which I don't blame him at all. But like another layer to this is if you want to continue to get to know these players and have them feel clean.
Totally. I want
Yeah.
to go with
So,
Dave Roberts. I really want to hang out with him. He's so funny.
I
Did you
know.
see his daughter pranked him?
No?
Yeah, on TikTok, she put a TikTok out and
Wait,
she
did
was,
she do that thing where she calls and is saying like I'm dating a guy, these are his stats like that?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Did
Did
you?
you see
Oh,
it?
you sent me the one about the Rangers coach and the daughter called him. That was funny, and it was his own stats.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I don't remember that one. I guess it
You
was, yeah,
sent
it
it
was,
to me.
I know, but I mean, I send you a lot of things. Yeah, it was this, but she did it to her dad
Oh, I
and
want to watch
used
it.
his statistics. And he was like, but his like rebuttal, because she was like, he goes, no, I don't think he's good enough to make it to the major leagues. And she starts laughing. She goes, Dad, these were your stats in 2015 or something like that. And he goes, that's the major leagues. You told me this guy plays at Stanford. If you're at Stanford with these stats, you're not making it. But yeah, when you're in the major leagues, like it's like it's harder to get, you know what I mean?
That's what. Yeah, that's interesting.
So as a college player, those kind of, you should be like up here, the players here. Like, but then when you get to the major leagues, these numbers are more like realistic, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because it's bigger
Mhm.
competition and all the things. But it was just like, and he's like, but talking to him and he's like going through the statistics and he's like, okay, and like asking questions. And then at the end of the whole thing, he's like, all right, sweetheart, and like laugh. He's like,
Aw.
love you. But he's just so cool. Like, you know, when you talk to people and sometimes you're like, are we having the same conversation? Like, where is your brain? Like, what are you even talking about? And like, he's just so with it. And I'm just like, man, you're just like the coolest. I want to hang out with Dave so bad.
We're gonna have the best time with Dave when we hang out. And I
And
can't
we
wait to watch that when we're done recording because that sounds really sweet. And yeah, that's what the Rangers coach was saying too. He's like, are those his college stats or major leagues? Because he would, you need to have way higher ones in college. So I guess I was a little surprised, but it makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. But it was funny because like that was his rebuttal because she goes, Dad, these are your stats. And he's like, I was in the majors.
Okay, so Phillies, we won the series. I know we kind of talked about it at the top, but it was Pride Night and it was cool to see, Maybelle Blair. Do you know who she is?
Yeah, she's
I
such an
met
icon.
her last year when I went to the See Her Be Her, where I got this book, after interviewing the director and sports photographer Jean Fruth, and where I met Dennis Powell, who I introduced you to at the Blue Heaven and Bourbon event. He's a former
This is a
Dodger.
good segue. We haven't even talked about our events.
Oh my gosh, I know. Oh, how nice is he?
So nice.
So nice.
Yeah. And was
Yeah,
that his father who was with him?
I have no idea.
Mm.
But it was really
Yeah,
fun to catch up.
really nice. Yeah.
He's great. But I remember meeting Maybelle Blair last year, and she is just a force and is, former professional baseball player, one of the surviving members of the All-American Girl Professional Baseball League, which inspired the movie, A League of Their Own. Um,
Wow.
and at age 95, she came out as a lesbian. So she was represented on Pride Night and really is an advocate for LGBTQ plus and is such a trailblazer in so many ways. And uh, she does not look her age.
No, she's 95.
No, she was 95 in 2022.
Oh, wow.
But I did take a picture of her, and I remember even then, like she is quick. Well,
Man.
what an amazing
Her.
woman.
So like she came out at 95. I wonder, she's still like making out? Like, is she like well, it's like when you come out, it's like, maybe all these years when she hasn't really been able to freely just like kiss a woman, and like, does
Well,
she have a
imagine
partner?
how long, like she lived her basically entire life hiding her identity.
Yeah,
So to finally be able to be open about it and share and like embrace who she is in every way, that must have been so freeing.
I know. I wish she would have said it sooner.
Well,
Poor
I'm
thing.
sure like growing up in a time where that's not acceptable, we've been fortunate to live through a time where, there's still a lot of, I mean, Blake Trinan was the only Dodger player to not wear the pride hat last night, which was ironic that he was the winning pitcher. But to be her age and live through a time where it was so hated, I'm sure that she didn't feel comfortable.
Totally.
Um,
That's amazing. That's an
yeah.
awesome story.
To
Good for her.
hear, to just like see her with such a smile and so happy. And um, I feel like she is just still helping people in any way she can and really just trying to grow baseball for women. And it's just cool to see. And I love it. And I love that she was at Dodger Stadium. I think Billie Jean King was there with her wife,
Love
who is
it.
a Dodger owner, and we love her. She is a guest that I would love to have on the podcast one
I
day.
mean, so iconic and just whenever she comes through and
I was just filled with pride, honestly.
yeah, I think that's just a really cool full circle moment in what that is.
Yeah.
Um, I know she pointed it out. Lizzie was like, "Yeah, you were wearing the denim,
I know. She
yeah."
remembered it. And I feel
He's
like a
probably
lot
like,
of,
"Dude, does this girl wear anything else?" And
you know,
like you do.
I didn't for a long time. And that's why people kept recognizing me in the denim trench.
I
But
got it.
even like for my sister and to see her growth and mine, I feel like since she's moved to LA, our lives and our careers really have been mirroring each other in so many ways.
Mhm.
So a great day all around. Yeah, what were your great takeaways from the women's conference and just the speakers who were so inspiring?
My biggest is that the future, women's sports is the future. Women in sports is the future. It's not the future anymore. That's what I learned. When these women are like, it's not the future, it's right now. it's right now, and it is heavy, and it is filled with things that women were taking off in all these different areas of what sports is, and running things like the broadcast of Prime for, Thursday night football, to just like, it's really nice to see strong women in really big positions that continue to lead with empathy and have a strength that doesn't need to be a bulldog strength. And yet they're still finding ways to grow amazing teams, be CEOs, be moms. That was my biggest takeaway in so much of what this is, of just keep going. And you will find your spot in what this is, and you can be strong, and you can be soft, and you can be feminine, and you can be not feminine. It's just like seeing them in action. And it's, that was what was the most motivating for me when I'm sitting here listening to this, of like, and I really got chills when it's like, it is the future, but it's right now too. It's right now that us women are really being able to, take off in what this is. And these young athletes, and what women's sports is bringing to girls that have, as someone who's played and has admired so much anyone who...
ここまで見てくれたあなた、本当にありがとう。この動画が少しでも面白かったら、コメントで意見を聞かせてください。そして高評価、シェア、チャンネル登録も忘れずに、次の動画でまた一緒に野球の熱狂を味わいましょう。